In a village nestled within the dense rainforest of West Africa, there lived a man named Onah. His name, which meant God's gift, was laden with irony, for Onah's actions would soon turn him into a curse rather than a blessing. He was a hunter by trade, known for his skill with a bow and his knack for navigating the forest's treacherous paths. Yet, despite his talents, Onah was never content. His greed and lack of self-control, especially towards women, overshadowed his abilities. The village of Udo was a place of harmony, where people lived in tune with nature, respecting the spirits of the forest, the river, and the sky. The elders often spoke of Mother Nature, the nurturing spirit that breathed life into every tree, river, and animal. She was revered, her presence felt in every rustle of leaves and every gust of wind. Onah, however, saw the world differently. To him, the forest was a resource to be exploited, the animals mere prey, and the women objects of his desire. Despite the warnings of the village elders, he pursued his desires with reckless abandon, believing himself invincible. One day, Onah ventured deeper into the forest than ever before, driven by tales of a mystical grove where the trees bore fruit that could grant immortality. The path to this grove was treacherous, guarded by nature's fiercest creatures and the spirits of the forest. But Onah, blinded by his greed, was undeterred. After days of arduous travel, he reached the grove. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, a sanctuary of colossal trees, their leaves shimmering like emeralds, and fruits that glowed with an otherworldly light. As he stepped into the grove, the air grew thick with the scent of flowers and the hum of insects, a melody of life. Onah approached a tree laden with the glowing fruits. As he reached out to pluck one, a figure materialized from the shadows, a woman of ethereal beauty, her skin like the bark of the trees, her hair a cascade of leaves and flowers. She was Nnenna, the guardian of the grove and a manifestation of Mother Nature herself. Who dares to intrude upon this sacred ground? Her voice echoed, carrying the weight of the forest's ancient wisdom. I am Onah, he declared, arrogance dripping from his words. I seek the fruit of immortality. Nnenna's eyes, as deep and dark as the forest's depths, studied him. These fruits are not for mortals. They are the essence of life itself, to be protected and revered, not consumed. But Onah, driven by his insatiable desire, lunged forward, determined to claim the fruit. In his reckless pursuit, he grabbed Nnenna, intending to force her to yield. His violation of her sacred form was an affront to nature itself. A thunderous roar shook the grove as Nnenna transformed into a colossal tree, her branches wrapping around Onah, imprisoning him. The forest came alive with fury, vines ensnared his limbs, and roots coiled around his body, binding him to the ground. The spirits of the forest wailed in anger, and the sky darkened as a storm brewed overhead. You have committed an unforgivable sin, Nnenna's voice boomed from the heart of the tree. You have violated the sanctity of nature and sought to claim what is not yours. For this, you shall be cursed. As the storm raged, Onah's body began to transform. His skin hardened into bark, his limbs stretched and twisted into branches, and his cries of pain were drowned by the howl of the wind. He was being turned into a tree, a living symbol of his transgression, forever bound to the forest he sought to conquer. Years passed, and Onah's fate became a cautionary tale among the villagers. The once mighty hunter was now a twisted tree at the heart of the forbidden grove, his agony immortalized in the gnarled wood. The grove itself became a sacred site, a place where the villagers would come to pay homage to Mother Nature and remember the price of greed and disrespect. Elders would gather the children around the village fire, recounting Onah's tale as a lesson in humility and respect. Onah, they would say, was a man of great talent but little wisdom. His lack of self-control led him to violate the sacred, and for that, he was punished. Let his fate remind us to live in harmony with the world around us and to respect the spirits that dwell within. One evening, a young girl named Amara listened intently to the elder's story. Unlike Onah, she had always felt a deep connection to the forest. She could sense the spirits in the whisper of the wind and the rustle of the leaves. Determined to honor the forest, Amara decided to visit the forbidden grove and seek forgiveness on behalf of her people. As dawn broke, Amara ventured into the forest, guided by a sense of purpose. She carried with her offerings of fruits, flowers, and a heart full of reverence. The journey was long and fraught with challenges, but she pressed on, her spirit unwavering. When she finally reached the grove, she knelt before the tree that was once Onah and placed her offerings at its roots. "Great Mother Nature," she whispered, "I come not to take, but to give. I seek your forgiveness for the sins of our past and ask for your blessing to live in harmony with your creation." The grove was silent, the air thick with anticipation. Then, the ground beneath Amara began to glow, and the tree that was Onah shimmered with a soft, ethereal light. Nnenna appeared once more, her form radiant and serene. "Your heart is pure, Amara," she said. "You honor the spirits with your humility and respect. The curse upon your village is lifted, but remember this: nature is not to be conquered, but to be embraced. Live in harmony with the world, and you shall thrive." With those words, the grove transformed. The fruits no longer glowed with an otherworldly light but with the vibrant colors of life. The spirits of the forest sang in harmony, and the storm that had once loomed over Udo dissipated. Amara returned to her village, bringing with her the blessings of the forest. The villagers, inspired by her courage and humility, pledged to live in harmony with nature. They rebuilt their homes with respect for the land, hunted only what was needed, and honored the spirits in their daily lives. Onah's tale became a cornerstone of their culture, a reminder of the importance of self-control and respect for the sacred. And as the village of Udo flourished, the forest thrived, its bounty shared in a balance of give and take. Mother Nature watched over them, her presence felt in every breath of wind and every drop of rain. And though the tale of Onah was one of caution, it ultimately became a story of redemption and the enduring power of respect and harmony with the natural world.